So where can you find freelance clients? So there's actually a question you need to be asking before this, is who is your target client? Who is your target audience? Who can you best serve? Who does your skill set and your experience fit best in terms of the sector, the industry, the individual decision maker you're going to be wanting engaging with? Once you've established your target audience, then you can put in a plan to try and reach out, engage with, and bring some inbound leads from the right place. Now, it's another video to discuss the platforms that exist, whether it's people per hour, Fiverr, freelancer, etc. There's plenty of them, and there is opportunity sometimes for people starting out, but I'll touch on that in a separate video because I think it deserves it. In terms of your direct leads, I've already recorded a video which I'll link back to and you can watch, which is about how you win your first freelance client, and kind of spoiler alert, it will be through your network, but I go into some more detail about how to encourage that to happen. So of course your network is going to be one of the best places to win your first freelance client, or to win ongoing freelance work as well. But what you find is if you rely on your network for too long, that's when you'll get to this point where that will start to dry up. And I've linked to another video about what to do when freelance work dries up. But to avoid getting there, you're going to want to do some active marketing where your clients hang out, where do they spend time, and the only way you can do that is by doing that original task I mentioned of identifying a clear target audience, and then you can find out where do they spend time, what social media platforms do they use, what events do they attend, whether that's online, remote, whatever it might be, what communities do they spend time in that maybe you can get involved with. Now that's one step of identifying where they are. Now you need to start to engage with the audience where they are, and the best way you can do that is by providing value. You don't want to steam in there and offer your services, etc. You do have to have a confidence that you're adding value in terms of the service offer you have, but you don't know necessarily if people actually need or want your service at that time. So the best thing you can do is go and provide value, answer questions in the community, share relevant links and articles on the social media platforms where they are. And over time you'll start to build up a following and a trust and a credibility, and then when people are either requesting services you can pitch in and offer yourself, or they'll think of you because let's say for example you work in SEO and you've been sharing lots of relevant resources around SEO, they'll automatically think of you and ask the question, and then you start this nice organic process where they see you as a thought leader in the space and they'll want to work with you. So it's really about adding value up front. Now if you do have quieter periods where you're looking for freelance work, hence potentially watching this video, it means that you have a good time to put together some of these resources that you can share on social media. So one thing is obviously to curate existing posts and go and share them. That can be a good resource, but you're going to want to create some of your own owned content on your website, whether that's through a blog or publishing videos, for example. Another good way could be creating some templates, checklists, downloadable content, which you can offer as a value exchange to get someone's email, and then you can obviously start to market through to them as well. So hopefully there's a few bits of advice there on how you can win some freelance clients and where to look for freelance business. As I say, I'll link to a couple of relevant videos which tie into this topic as well, and I'll follow up with one on the freelance platforms that exist. Any questions, as always, comments, please post below. Thanks very much for listening.